Hello, it's Joe. Hi. How is everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good over here in Nashville. It's starting to warm up a little bit, which is a bit disorienting, especially how not long ago the ice storm was that hit here. But I mean, I definitely prefer that to ice storm because we know how I felt about that. But I'm doing good. Just continuing to, figure out the most effective way to utilize the new setup, continuing to work on my hotkeys using the Stream Deck, finalizing the effects and everything on each instrument, the floor mapping with my pedals at the ground here. So I'm feeling really good about that. And also in a good mood because right before I started stream, one of my besties, best girlfriends, Jillian, reached out and we're gonna get sushi this weekend, which I'm really excited about. For ASMR Welcome, a teacher is teaching a class when one of the students crawls in the classroom. We're like setting a scene here. Okay. The teacher asks, "Why are you crawling into the classroom?" And the student replies, "You said not to walk in late." Yeah, that's what that was. Welcome ASMR, how are you? Pencils, everything's thawing! I was trying to match the shaky emote. I don't know how good of a job I did at that. For Olaf, thank you. This is one of my cozy sweatshirts. It says Beantown, which is what some people refer to Boston as. It was a Christmas gift for my brother from like years ago. I actually wore it home the last time I got to see him, and he was like shocked. It was really sweet. He was like, "Wait, you still have that?" I'm like, "Yeah, you gave it to me." Because again, if something's a gift, I'm gonna keep it forever. Even if it's a stinky fart candle that Pencil sent me, which is in fact still in my closet. Sakyan, welcome, how are you? Thad, Villith, yes, I can loop again. Everything is fixed. It all works properly. Now it's just going to be the process of me getting used to using everything with the new setup. But it's going pretty smoothly at this point. I'm learning a bit more every day about how to make it a bit more, you know, like a fast, efficient build. My sprained ankle is very slowly but surely getting better. I will admit that pressing my foot pedals with my sprained ankle is a little uncomfortable. I'm trying to use my left foot to do it, which feels kind of odd, but you know, I'm just gonna like give myself breaks as needed with that, or just avoid using the foot pedals at moments, which would mean a slower build, but you know, I kind of just gotta do what I can in that regard. So yeah, other than that, everything's going pretty well over here. For Sakyon, I'm fine, Joe, except the river is getting out of control in my city. Like with flooding issues? I might need fart candle advice at some point. I have questions. I'm thinking about sending one to my coworker. I mean, I'm sure that you can trust the type of friendship you'd have with someone where, you know, that bond is so unbreakable, as is with me and Pencils, that a fart candle can't, you know, can't affect that in a negative way. I mean, I can't deny it. Do I like fart candle? No. Has it made me love Pencils more? Yes. So, you know, you kind of just gotta see that friendship, and if that's the kind of beautiful bond you have, like I have with Pencils, it's a beautiful thing. For Super Wizard, thank you. Happy almost weekend to you as well. Thank you so much for the resub. And if I can play you something to say thank you for your resub, please let me know. I will put the song list in chat for you. I realized when I clapped my hands that the volume peaked a little bit. I hope my clap didn't hurt your beautiful ears. No blame for Pencils. No, never. Never. I've never heard that phrase ever before. Blaming Pencils? Pfft, crazy talk. Crazy. I do have the door open today, so we'll see if a small furry chaos machine decides to say hello during stream today. He's currently in his bed downstairs in the sunshine. He was in a mood this morning though. Oh my god, he was just screaming at me. I was like, I'll show you your food and water and everything and your clean potty. I don't know I don't know what else you want, bud. But he was just having some emotions. And I'll never be mad at him for showing his emotions. The partner on that pillow looks like Fartner. That would be my partner blanket, and I have no idea what you're talking about. I worked hard to get that confirmation as partner, and I'd appreciate if you would not belittle it by saying that. So stop it. Thank you. Let's see here. So we do have our priority requests open today. Going for my favorite, I Saw Me from Final Fantasy VIII. Do you know the lyrics version? I do not. I feel like when it comes to me playing violin over tracks with like a main vocal melody, I worry about kind of making it sound too like busy or like messy or something. So I usually play the violin exclusively. There's some exceptions, but not many usually. But I can totally do Eyes on Me for you. For AKCSL, welcome in. How are you doing today? Happy almost weekend to you. YouTube chat still doesn't want to load for me. I think what I'll do is go over here. For whatever reason, the YouTube one always kind of wants to take its time. Here it is. I see you guys now. Welcome, Sean. How are you today? There we go. Well, I don't think it's YouTube's fault necessarily. I think it's the app that I downloaded that like is designed to, you know, take like multiple chats and put them into one place for you. It could also be user error on my part. But I will say after going through my extreme like tech do-over, it's not intuitive, the chat app that I'm using. I'm like, man, if I could figure out how to make an aggregate audio device and all this stuff, I really shouldn't have this much of a problem figuring out how to put a chat window on my screen. But hey, we're here, so. Juno, welcome, as well as Janny Ray. I used to play violin, but I wasn't very good. For AKC, for what it's worth, like, I would say half of my time playing the violin, I was really not good at it, or I didn't have good feelings about it either. It's a very rewarding instrument, but it's not very merciful, the violin. The violin doesn't worry about hurting your feelings, you know, it will let you know how it is. But I quit for a very long time and then I went back to it. So if you ever get that itch, it's waiting for you. Joe, I thought you were tech pro now. I feel like I learned a lot about one specific thing that I really needed to learn, which is sound engineering. So admittedly, the effort to learn about a random app that is supposed to make chats appear on my screen, the motivation level is not like as high. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't, whatever, you know? I should get an electronic violin so that I can hear it and my neighbors can't. You could also get a mute for your violin. But I will say, if you can force yourself to like kind of get to a point where you embrace the violin at its full audio levels, that's the way you can hear the things you need to fix. You know what I mean? But ultimately, you could also get an electric violin and like get better in that regard too. There's not a one-size-fits-all best method for everybody. I found for myself when I allowed myself to like just play it at full volume, that's when I was able to tame it a bit better. Did my neighbors in Boston like me? No. I heard them confirm that when I was in my room one day, I could hear people in the alleyway being like, oh my God, that girl in the violin, so bad. And I was devastated. But hey, I didn't stop practicing. I was like, I still want to get better at this, and I'm not going to let these people smoking in the alleyway deter me. And I'm going to move out of this apartment anyway in a year, so that's just how it's going to be. Cool. So I think our request for Eyes on Me is a really good way for starting the stream today, and then I'll probably play a couple more Final Fantasy songs, and then I want to try and continue to get used to my new looping setup and, you know, just make it a regular, consistent part of stream again. I didn't loop for like a whole month because I couldn't with the new setup, and I want to, you know, get myself to a place where I'm not as afraid of doing it again. I've developed a little bit of a fear having such a long break, being like, but what if I forget how to loop? But we're gonna force ourselves away from those fears. It was such a heartwarming day of resubs. We have Danny. Thank you so much for 2 years on the dot. That is mind-blowing. Thank you so much. Also, freaking fantastically incredible, Matt, 77 months. Where did that time go? At that point, I was streaming on my laptop and I didn't know what a raid was. And now I have like a cult studio, and you're a big part of who I get to thank for that. So thank you. Oh, they have discounts for the Hype Train resubs right now. 35% off for gifted subbies. Thank you so much. And Kamira for 45 months, my fellow violinist. I'm rooting for you in your progress, and I'm so proud of how far that you've come with it. And thank you so much for the support. Please let me know if I can play any requests for any of you three. Anyone who subs or gets a sub to the channel, I play them anything they want from the song list. And if we, of course, complete a level 3 hype, a level 5 hype train, I will show you my most recent embarrassing Google search, which may or may not have to do with cats. I had a thought and I needed answers to it, so, you know. I am craving playing Sight of Spira and Titus's theme. And I might as well throw into Xanarkin as well. We'll do those three. I didn't realize how beautiful it would feel for me to have you to lump me into a musician category with you. You're so many leagues away from me. It's not about that, dang it. It's about the... I feel like what makes, honestly, a good musician is not even like just skill alone. I feel like it's also the ability to recognize and work with other musicians, even when everyone has different like capabilities or levels of experience, because when you can get to a point where you can actually work with other people and together make something, I think that's one of the most defining features that makes a musician, you know? Because I've met so many people that are amazing players, but they can't, they haven't had experience with getting to play and communicate with other players. And again, not that one is better than the other, but that's a big part of it. So, important to remember. For Thundrillium, thank you! All these resubs today, you guys. Thank you so much. 54 months. I really appreciate it. And of course, please let me know if I can play something for you to say thank you. Do you have any advice for my upcoming performance? What I'm running into is that it's 2.5 weeks away, and I'm torn between trying to change how I'm doing things to do it better or lock in where I'm at so it will come easily with the nerves on stage. I find that, and you get to see it kind of firsthand, I fall into trying to, make things better so much that it ends up tripping me up. Everyone's different, of course, but I would focus more so on when you practice, don't play through the whole piece. If there's something like particular you want to make better, focus on just like 2 measures and just do that a few times and pick like, if you picked, let's say like 1 line of music or like 2 measures a week, that's gonna add up before the performance and give you enough confidence to like go through it. I found that one of my biggest mistakes is also with practicing, trying to play through the whole piece. A lot of players don't end up playing through a piece in its entirety until performance day. And instead just pick these little tiny chunks, and it helps you make sure you treat each one equally. You know what I mean? And then by the time you do get to play it, it's like a release of like, finally I get to put all these things together. Like maybe a couple times practice it through the whole way through, but I would recommend in general, don't play it the whole way through. Just pick a couple little spots. For Huntbeer, thank you for 39 months. Thank you guys so very much. I really appreciate it. And please let me know if I can play something for you, if that's something that you'd like. Let's do Titus's theme. I really like the tiny chunk idea because you're kind of keep skipping some things I struggle with because it's already 4 measures ago. I guess I'll work on it on the next run though. Yep, and like also, you know, if you always start from the beginning, you might get tired before reaching a section that might not even be that hard. So if you start right on it, you'll have like a fresh mind for it, and it will help build that endurance when you get to the point later. There's one quick story I'll say that helped change my mindset about practice in that regard. where there's this famous, I can't remember their name, but there was a famous pianist who had a really bad hand and arm injury that would only allow him to practice like 15 minutes at a time. And so he had to be very decisive about what he would practice every session. But he was able to figure out the most effective way to do it, where that when he would have to do the performance, he'd only play through that performance live that one time and just use these 15-minute increments to like polish each little part together. And I thought that was really like a smart way to look at it, you know? But again, different strategies work for different people and ways of thinking. But I found that it took some of the pressure off of myself that I tend to put on myself. Vault Boy, welcome. And Dude McDude, how are you? All right, Titus's theme. I really love this piece. I'll slowly turn up the volume so it's not too loud right away. There we go. Thank you. Let me know if I can play you something. I really like that one. I feel like it was a piece that I was afraid to play for a long time because and I'm sure our other violinists in chat can vouch for me on this, playing the violin over a quiet track can feel like really difficult to control your tone. Because you just don't want to have it squeak or scratch or have any sort of sounds like that bleed through. But I've been really trying to work harder on conquering some of my personal fears with the instrument. One is playing over soft songs, and the second one has been going really high on my instrument. But with that last piece, going really high up at the end, that was actually, I thought, pretty smooth today, so that felt good. Quiet, slow, and chromaticism in the very high. Yeah, intimidating, very intimidating. For Naxo, happy Thursday to you as well. For Kamira, I buried the lead. My teacher has been working with me on these pop songs. I mentioned yesterday, I'm sure you're ready to get back to classical. And she said it's good to try different things because you learn new things. Totally. I felt that way when I learned more fiddle music. Celtic songs help me get better at my bowing. So if there are non-classical pieces I want to try, we should find arrangements. I may have tossed out the idea of finding some video game pieces. Ooh. If you get honestly, if you get anything that's maybe Final Fantasy piano collections, you could probably just play the main line that the top line of the piano does. That might work. And then you'd have a really pretty piano tracks to play along with. Those were some of the first things that I started playing along with the video game repertoire and Zelda. Let's see. To know, I don't know if you could hear me over the music, but thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. And if there's something I could play for you to say thank you for that resub, please let me know. Also for Chark, Der Spielman, thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to play 2 more Final Fantasy songs, and then I do want to make sure I get into looping. I've been continuously learning a bunch of new tricks to help my loops get built a bit faster and more smoothly. Yes, for Kamira. I gotta not forget. I'm the most forgetful person ever. I absolutely can do that for you. Yes. Yes, I remember what I said about it at least. I think it's a good piece because it's in the key of D, which is not too, it's one of my more favored violin keys. And you can do the whole thing in first and third position, so it's a good one to practice going in between those. And slow enough for some vibrato. Yes, with vibrato being on the more favorable with the third finger. Let's see. That's a nice long third finger to do. I feel like the reverb's too long. It's a bit aggressive. What if I try my vocal reverb settings? Less than that. I'm gonna try that one instead. Side of Spira. Oh, my volume's at 0. That would help. so indecisive about my vibrato settings. Or not vibrato, reverb. I don't know which one to do. They're so similar. I shouldn't overthink it. For to know, I'd really love to hear I Want to Live from Baldur's Gate 3. Totally, I can do that for you. I feel like I need to comb through that soundtrack again. There's probably more songs that would be fun to play over on it. Here we go. So Baldur's Gate. Here it is. Started playing again last week. It's such a great game. I watched a lot of people play through it, and I started to. I feel embarrassed admitting it, but I had a really hard time with the fighting mechanics. Like, I loved exploring the map, I loved the decision making, I loved rolling die, I loved all of that, but I was so overwhelmed with how many wheels you have to choose from for the moves. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I had my partner at the time try to like give me advice on how to do it, but then I never really learned how to do it by myself. He would just be like, click that, do that. So I didn't really know what any of the things were. Let's see. I didn't fully understand them even after 200 hours in the game. Okay, that makes me feel a little better at least. Street Fighter 2 Vegas theme. I don't know that one. I don't have any Street Fighter stuff. Let me listen to it for a second. I played it when I was a kid with my brother. Oh, we got a raid. Eric Draws. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? For raiders, welcome. My name's Joe, and I play over video game soundtracks. I listen to them and I write out my music based on what I hear. So I have like 9 binders full of video game music. And I also make loops playing lots of instruments, including the guitar, piano, bass, banjo, mandolin, accordion, washboard, and I sing on top for covers. I think I got the link here. Oh my god, this like flooding memories back. We had this downloaded on our computer. I can maybe check it out for later. I will admit, I have a ton of transcriptions that I need to finish because I had to stop finalizing sheet music to get my new setup working properly, and it took like forever. Eric got some commissions and requests done, some fun art, and co-worked with folks. Love that. That's awesome. Love your video game covers. Thank you. Oh, Naxa, you don't need to apologize at all. For posting the link. The only reason we don't do links here is because, some people can not have good intentions and post crazy things. So we're, just trying to keep things safe here. It's not because we don't trust you. It's just once you open that world, you never know what you're going to get. So it can be real risky. For Eric, is there a particular video game song that you'd like to hear? I could do a Chrono song for you. I got asked to do some Baldur's Gate, so I was going to do I Want to Live, but then if you want to pick anything from the song list, I'd be happy to. Also, congrats on getting commissions. I know how exciting that is. Oh, I paused it. Oops. Well, okay. Let's just restart it. Links are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I know I kind of paused in moments. There was moments where I had to adjust my settings slightly. I feel like I might as well do the other some of the other Baldur's Gate stuff that I have. I remember really enjoying this one, and I know it's been a while. Thank you for to know. Thank you. Let's do Last Light. This is one of the first ones that I learned from Baldur's Gate. I just thought it was really beautiful. I think this is it. For Cosmic Rose, thank you for the follow. Trevor, hello. I was working on some templates for some of the singing covers today, so seeing you in chat gives me motivation to prioritize that. For Fishtronics, welcome as well. How are you, Gillian? I hope everyone's doing well. For myself, I am doing I almost said a good job. I'm doing a good job. I'm doing okay here in Nashville. My sprained ankle is slowly but surely healing. That being said, I do have plane tickets in a week where I'm supposed to fly to meet my family to go skiing. And I am a bit nervous. At this point, I've sprained my ankle 4 weeks ago, and it's gotten tremendously better. It does still hurt a little bit. I'm walking fine. I'm doing stretches every day, and testing things out. Like I can jump up and down and land, and it's okay. And I'm just doing exercises where like I step on one of the steps upstairs and go back down and alternate. But yeah, I'm a little nervous. My parents are like, you'll be fine. The boot has no give, so it will be like your foot's in a brace anyway. I'm like, I don't think that's how it works, but I think they just are so excited and want to like see me. And I know my dad really wants to go skiing with me, and I want to too, because I never get to now that I live in Nashville. So I'm just trying my best to trust that I will get down that mountain without brutally injuring myself. Okay, it will work. It will work. I feel like I haven't touched the Baldur's Gate repertoire for a bit, so I am going to play with the other 2 songs that I've learned from the soundtrack, which include The Power and the Bard theme. And then let's get into looping. I fixed up my template for Mr. Tillman, where I have pedals custom for that template to help it loop faster. And I'm just picking a couple songs a day. I recorded all the drums and mapped everything to my Wilco cover as well. Is it possible to avoid skiing and just spend time together if you're still hurt? That world could exist. Oh, but man, if I'm up on that mountain, I really want to try. And for Christmas, me and my parents found a used sports goods shop, and they bought me ski boots. So I'm like, oh man. And I just know it would mean a lot to my dad if I skied with him. I gotta do this. For Philly, hello. Train Kimchi to pull the sled. If I could get him up to Massachusetts, then I would consider that option. But I'd feel so bad if I put him on a plane. I only took a cat on a plane once, which was my last cat, Baloo, who I had to say goodbye to a few years ago. He got older, and I had to say bye-bye, which was super sad. But I'm glad I got to be there for him. But anyway, I moved from Boston to Nashville, and of course I wanted to take my cat, Baloo, with me. And he had a lot of anxiety issues, so I went to the vet and got like some cat medicine to help him relax. But sure enough, that day I flew down to Nashville for the big move. There was a huge thunderstorm, and the thunder scared him when I got to the airport, so we peed in the carrier before I even get in the building. And because of the freaking massive storm, everyone's rescheduling their flights that are being delayed where you check your bags in. So I stood in that line for probably 2 hours covered in cat pee with my drugged out cat. And then I asked the lady in front of me, please, can you watch my bag so I can go to the bathroom? She was like, go, because I smelled like cat pee, which is not a pleasant smell. And I went into the bathroom at Logan Airport, and I take Baloo out of the carrier, who's very drugged out, so his limbs are just limp. And I put him on the baby changing station, and I wet paper towel, and I started just rubbing it on his fur. And I just started dying laughing because that scenario was so stupid. And this is one of the most like heavy traffic airports in America. And all these people are just seeing me try to clean my cat on a baby changing station. So I did check my bag, and then I sprinted with my violin and cat, and I made the flight by like a minute. And then I sat in the middle seat, which probably wasn't appreciated by the other people on either side, but I did, I made it. That's how I started my life here in Nashville, by the way. I just arrived here, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and covered in cat pee. So that was pretty awesome. And somehow I'm still here, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. I feel like I always get the middle seat somehow. I think that they just know I'm a 5'1" small person somehow. They're like, oh, she'll get the middle seat. I have a lot of weird stories like that. Either of you guys want priority requests, just let me know. Thank you guys. 61 months, Judge Dreadful, 42 McSliven. Also, turn off for the follow. Thank you. strategy for doing that really high part. Maybe landing on my third would be a little easier. I feel like Kimchi would probably handle going through the airport better than Baloo did. But man, just seeing how hard that was on poor Baloo, I was like, man, I don't want to put him through that. Even during the ice storm, I had to, take Kimchi out of the house when we lost power for a while, and we were in the car for like a good hour, and I just felt so freaking bad. Like, of course, at some points I'm going to have to take the little guy out of the house, but it was just breaking my heart. Kimchi was shaking a little bit in the carrier, and I just put my hand in there and was trying to make sure I was always having a hand on him the whole time so he didn't get too scared. The poor guy. But I will say, for having had to be removed from the house when I lost power, when he got to the new location where we were thankfully allowed to stay for a few days, he was so good. He didn't hide at all. Cats usually hide, when they're scared and go to a new location. He just strutted around, jumped on the counters, fell asleep on the couch. I was like, oh my gosh, you confident young man. He was a good cat through that. He was stronger than I was. Honestly, yes, I was I'm kind of embarrassed to admit it. I was pretty I was having a hard time when I got picked up and rescued from the ice storm. I was just crying. My ankle was sprained. I was freaked out. I feel like Kimchi knew I was stressed and was just trying to be strong for me. I really believe that. Because with the sprained ankle, I couldn't even move when I got there. I just kind of got to sit down, put my foot up and just ice it and try and wait it out. And he just sat on my lap and stayed by me the whole time. For Mixlib, and this one's for you, Valak Mountain. Thank you again for the resub. Welcome, Jack. How are you today? Try a different position. Let's see. To do that. Hello, Bentley. It's good to see you. No, then it would be B flat. Ah, I'm close to getting this a bit cleaner. I just gotta get braver with it, I think. For Butley, hello, how are you today? Even though with my changed setup, you are still always near my heart. Don't you worry. Permanent part of this setup. Always. And forever. Let's see. I mentioned how I was gonna do Bard Dance, and then I didn't do it. So let's do that, and then move on to some loops for today. And I want to test out the Wilco template that I made for that loop cover. And then maybe we could do another Stardew Valley loop or something. Oh, the track is just very low in the background. I thought there was like some mystery playback happening somewhere. Oopsie. Foodie, welcome. How are you today? It's such a pretty tune. Bard Dance, that's what I'm doing. From Baldur's Gate. Whoa, I almost just blasted the volume so hard at you guys. That would have been a disaster. Also, Joe, hello. I don't think I said hello to you yet. And Levi. tripped up all over myself there. I feel like sometimes things that are presented more of like a fiddle genre, it feels like you're riding a train, and if you miss 1/8 note, you just fall like brutally off the train. It's hard to recover. Well, amazing. That first hour of stream plus like flew by. That was super chill and super fun. But, well, I guess this shouldn't be a but. It should be like a, then now, why don't we transition into Loopland for Nivek's Nifty 50? Cute. Thank you so much. That's so many streams in a row for a stream streak. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Dan, welcome. It's good to see you. How are you? I did manage to fix a couple new things with the setup that I have. And I know I did Mr. Tillman yesterday. I could do Mr. Tillman again. I kind of want to try maybe my Wilco loop. I think that might be what I want to do first. But in general, yes. Oh, thank you, Jove. Let's see. Streamer song list. Where's the priority request? We have a request for... Oh, fast car. I can totally do that. Yes. If it's all right, I will jump right into the singing and the looping right after our first break. But thank you, everybody, so much. I can never say enough that this is just one of the best gifts that I've ever been given in my whole life, which is being able to have this be such a big part of my career and my life. And I'm so grateful. I started mapping out a brand new singing loop that I really want to try and dive heavy into this weekend. And now that the setup's working, I feel like I just have a lot more possibilities ahead of me, so I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm going to do my best to make you proud, and just thank you. If you are enjoying the stream, I hope you consider following. I'm just going to take my quick break here, and when I come back, we're going to do some singing and looping with all of the instruments together. Thank you again, everybody. I'll be back in a few minutes. Scotty, thank you. You came here right in time before I could thank you before my break. Yes, get snacks. I might get some snack too. And then I have maybe some cashews. Okay, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, I am back. Also, Naxo, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Waiting for you. You have some great tunes. This broadcast is very entertaining. Thank you very much. Thank you. Rest without rushing. That is something that I definitely put like... And I know this isn't exclusive to me. I've talked to other streamers about this too, but I tend to, Oh, and Iocane feelings. I miss you, girl. I miss you. It's good to see you. I put definitely a lot of pressure on myself to make my breaks like as fast and quick as possible. And it's like, oh, it's been too long. And also seeing Levi in the YouTube chat, seeing, just making sure to leave a like and enjoy the reminder to have me enjoy things as well on here too. It's just really appreciated. So Matt asked for Fast Car, and this one is a tune that I sing and play on the guitar without looping. I find that it's just such an iconic piece that's known for being a finger-picking tune with vocals that I wanted to keep it that way. So let me load up the lyrics because I tend to be forgetful. And let's just give it a go. Water. I did remember that. Da-da-da. So this is capoed, I know. I think it's maybe the 5th fret. And that song's really pretty. That one's a Monster Hunter tune. Alright, let's see if this is the right capo. Is it one capo up higher? You've got a fast car. I want tickets anywhere. Maybe the moon. Actually, the sound. I think that's fine. Okay, let's give it a go. You've got a fast car, and I want tickets anywhere. Maybe we can make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. But me and myself got nothing to prove. You've got a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. I've been working at the convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just across the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs and finally see what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. He lived with the bottle, that's the way it is. Said his body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his. Mama went off and left him. She wanted more to life than he could give. But someone's gotta take care of him. So I left school, that's what I did. You've got a fast car. It's fast enough where we can fly away. We gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way. Driving in your car, speed so fast, felt like I was drunk. City lights laid out before us and your arm. Oh, sorry, I haven't done this in so long. I remember we were driving in your car, speed so fast, oh my god. I think I got it now. You've got a fast car. Is it fast enough where we can fly away? Gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way. See, I remember when you were driving in your car. Speed so fast, felt like I was drunk. City lights laid out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. Got a fast car. We go cruise and entertain ourselves. Still ain't got a job, and I work at the counter as a checkout girl. I know things will get better. You'll find work and I'll get promoted, and we'll move out of shelter, buy a bigger house and live in the suburbs. See, I remember we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, felt like I was drunk. City lights laid out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You've got a fast car, and I got a job that pays all our bills. You stay out drinking late at the bar, see more of your friends than you do your kids. I always hoped for better, thought maybe together you and me will find it. I got no plans, ain't going nowhere, so get your fast car and keep on driving. See, I remember we were driving in your car. The speed so fast, felt like I was drunk. City lights laid out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. And I had a feeling that I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You've got a fast car. Is it fast enough where you can fly away? You gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way. I feel like I probably should have done it up here. Oh, that's where it should have been. Oopsie. I will admit, since I wasn't able to loop all last month, I haven't really sang in like a month, and I'm so nervous. I've been on such a journey with singing. Most of you guys know my story, but I initially went to Berkeley as a vocalist, and over the course of 2 years there, I kind of shrank, and I didn't want to sing it anymore. And during that time, I saw the violin string program, and I fell in love with that. So I did 2 years of vocal studies while spending all of my free time practicing the violin. And then I re-auditioned and finished my last 2 years on the violin. But I always felt like I kind of like abandoned singing during that time. So I'm like trying to regain that part of myself. I was taking lessons with Krista for a while, but then I kind of, during the holidays and all of the events of last month, it was, I wasn't able to keep it up, and I want to build up a bit of some finances before I take lessons again because I had to buy like that washing machine and I wasn't able to stream a lot of the month. Oh my goodness, I was so generous. Dude, thank you. 4,000 bits. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, for Street OG. As always, Joe, I love the emotions you pour into what you do. Talking About a Revolution is another great song by Tracy. It's great to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And don't worry, I'm not going to give up on singing. I want to make that clear. I haven't done it for like a good month because I couldn't loop. But I'm gonna keep pushing, just pushing my way through the shyness and give it my best go. And on that note, why don't I jump into doing a singing loop? And with the new setup that I have, I've been going through the song list and starting to make new templates for my looping to allow things to come together faster. And I did this morning track drums and percussion for my Wilco cover, which was one of the earlier ones that I put together, and I really love this song. So I am going to do Wilco's tune, Jesus, etc. I met you right after my mom passed in 2024. She was a mezzo at the NYC Opera. I actually remember this story, yes. And your kind words and stream helped me a lot. I really appreciate your openness and your honesty with that. And it makes me feel good knowing that I could have provided a little bit of comfort during what is, I think, one of the scariest things that a lot of people fear. And just thank you for that. Thank you. Oh, this isn't the right binder. Okay. I'm gonna sing this song and not be afraid. For Panda, welcome. And Aga, welcome. So, I programmed the drums already. With my new setup, I map pedals that are custom to this song arrangement. I am, like I said, still kind of like getting used to a couple things with the new setup, but I will do my best to make this a quick build. I don't need these two hotkeys here. For Cornello, thank you very much for the follow. Been lurking for a while? Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate lurkers as much as chatters, anyone that, you know, does anything to help me keep this channel running. I really appreciate. So I think I'll start with the guitar, and then I'm gonna play the bass line, and then the piano, layer some strings, and sing on top for this one. Why am I turning on that tuner? Okay. Let's make sure the drums are at an appropriate level. Cool. this now. Ha! Perfect. Okay, I'm ready now. Better. Let's add the bass now. So the bass, I need to press this button. wish the guitar wasn't as tinny. Let me mess with the EQ. If I have it fade out here. levels for you guys. What? Oh my god, now I'm a believer! Thank you for $50 dono! Dude, thank you so much! Voices escape, singing sad songs. Let's do some vocal harmony. Thank you! Thank you for the follow as well for Salmon. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's see. How do I want to record the backup vocals? Maybe if I mute here? Let's try like this. Swallow down the voices escape, singing sad songs to bones, jump down the cheap, bitter melody. I do the main one first. Tall building shake, voices escape, singing sad songs. Turn to bones, jump down the cheap, bitter melody, turning your word back around. Tall building shake, voices escape, singing sad songs. Turn to bones, jump down the cheap, bitter melody, turning your word back around. Tall building shake, voices escape, singing sad songs. Turn to bones, jump down the cheek, bitter melody, turning your word back around. Tall building shake, voices escape, singing sad songs. Turn to bones, jump down the cheek, bitter melody, turning your word back around. Tall building shake, voices escape, singing sad songs. Turn to bones, jump down the cheek, bitter melody, turning your word back around. Tall building shake, voices escape, singing sad songs. Turn to bones, jump down the cheek, bitter melody, turning your word back around. Tall building shake, voices escape, singing sad songs. Turn to bones, jump down the cheek, bitter melody, turning your word back around. All right, almost there. Tall building shake, voices escape, singing sad songs. Turn to bones, jump down the cheek, bitter melody, turning your word back around. Jump down the cheek, bitter melody, turning your word back around. I'm saving. Thank you for that raid. How are you? Thank you so much. wrong button. Okay, I'm learning. We're getting a little better. Okay, so there's... Oh, I see what I did. Air. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. All right, learning. I'm learning. The learning is happening. For Xaven, thank you again so much for that raid. I feel very, very grateful for you. Thank you very much. See you, Jojo and Radamal as well. Cliff, welcome in. It's so good to see you guys. The only thing that I need to, well, not only thing, there's always things to fix, but I need to figure out how to get, it looks like the sound is peaking in OBS, but you guys said the balance was okay. Was it a little louder? I wish my violin will sound beautiful like this one day as well. Oh, I'm sure that you will. I will, acknowledge I'm definitely having some advantages like reverb and things like that I think would, and like EQ and stuff that makes any violinist sound a little bit better. So I can't take complete ownership of that. Has Tifa's theme been played already today? It has not. And I'm more than happy to do that for you. But I just have to work on my Q mix in my headphones a bit more to get the sound a bit more even. I don't know why the guitar sounded so tinny. But that's an EQ issue. For the most part, though, that template worked. Tifa's theme. Singing sad, sad songs. Good. Okay, let's do Tifa's theme for Diane. Also, Chris on YouTube, welcome. just moved. You guys couldn't hear the track, could you? I'm such a dummy dum-dum. The volume was down all the way. I was in my Q headphones. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Ugh. I'm still getting used to the new setup. I'm sorry. Okay. Not on purpose. Oh god. Okay, for real. I'm realizing a way I can fix the Q mix button so I at least know when the difference is. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you. Dan, thank you so much for a $20 dono. I really, really, really appreciate you. Thank you. I love melodies that make you fly. Close your eyes. I feel like I know what you mean by that for Naxo. I feel like everyone has something, you know, that might affect them differently with music. Like whether it's lyrics. For me, it's always been chord progressions, like matched with the melody. I love instrumental music for that reason. And it's why video game music is like one of the biggest categories on this channel, because it's what I listen to the most in my own free time. I just find it to be really inspiring and relaxing and beautiful. Thank you for the new follow, by the way, for Fuji TV. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And anyone that's enjoying the stream today, I really appreciate it. I got everything finally up and working with my new setup, but as you can see, there's still things I need to get used to with it, but I will try my best to make it as smooth and enjoyable of a transition as possible. I'm just happy I can finally loop again. I feel like I should try and do another singing song with less instruments so I can lock in the controls a little bit better. I'm trying to think of a simple singing song. Maybe I can do like This Will Be Our Year by the Zombies and just keep it really simple with the guitar and the strings. But before I do that, I am going to take my second break because we have been going over 2 hours now. Have a wonderful rest of your night, Jove. I have never attempted beatboxing. I respect and enjoy good beatboxers. I highly doubt that I would ever be one. A good beatboxer in particular. But yes, I am gonna take my second break real quick. See you, Dan. Thank you again so much for the dono. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Does the rhythmic scatting you do sometimes count as beatboxing? No, I would say, I feel like beatboxing is primarily a rhythmic expression, whereas scatting is melody with rhythm. Khalees? Oh, Khaleesi, Jupiter. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. So, like I said, I'm gonna take my second break really quick, and then when I come back, I want to try... Maybe I'll do like 4 video game songs to break things up where I play over the soundtrack, and then I'll do a simple singing loop and kind of see where we're at that point. I'm gonna run downstairs and check on my cat Kimchi, make sure he has food in his bowl. He's like a grazer with eating, so I have to check between 5 and 6 to see if he needs a second serving. He's not very food motivated, he just wants attentions. But anyway, if you're enjoying the stream, I hope you consider following. I stream 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Friday I stream earlier in the day. Mondays and Fridays I try and start at noon Central Time for just another time option. He has trained me very well, Kimchi, it's true. Okay, I'm gonna be back after a few minutes. Thank you again so much, and I will try and make this a quick one. Turn up the music for y'all. Okay, I'm back. Button. Sweet. I want to do some Octopath Traveler 2 music, and then let's do some, or like that more softer singing tune. I kind of want to do... I haven't done this one for a while. I love this song. It's called The Brightlands from Octopath Traveler 2. Kimchi's happy downstairs. He's still in his bed, which means he won't jump on the keyboard and bite my cables right now. But it does mean after stream, he's going to be very hyper. So I'm like mentally prepping. He's very demanding. Let's see here. I've seriously considered buying Octopath Traveler 1 and 2, but I don't know when I should play them. I'm still working my way through, I finally picked up where I left off in Clair Obscur, and oh my gosh, that game made me cry a couple times, but the last, like, sprint that I went through it, I was just a mess. It was making me cry so much. It's such a beautiful game. I finished the monolith, and like now I'm maxing out my relationships with everyone at camp. And oh my gosh, the feels are so real. So if I'm already having this many feelings, I'm kind of nervous to see what emotional state I'll be in when I reach the end of the game, but we'll get there. Oh, I feel so bad yawning. Oh. My apologies. Here we go. Like I said, this one's called The Brightlands. It was actually the very first song that I learned from the soundtrack. I don't think I would have been this like excited for a video game soundtrack to be released, because I knew how much I enjoyed playing over Octopath Traveler 1 music. So I put it on and was like going about my day, and when this one came on, maybe like 20 tracks in, I immediately stopped everything and sat down and smiled because I was so excited to learn the violin part for it. So I have a very special fondness for this piece. How's Snuffy Nose Joe getting any breaks from allergies? Allergies haven't hit yet. My springtime ones get really rough. Honestly, I feel like ever since like October, I've just been like constantly sniffling. I blew my nose earlier today, and TMI, I almost had a nosebleed. I was like, what the heck? I never get nosebleeds. What the heck is this? But it stopped, so I'm fine. for incredible ambivalence. Thank you for the kind words over on YouTube. How are you today? For Guffin, I don't know if that is a song that is played on the violin, but Street Fighter Guild theme would be crazy. It's a long shot in the dark, but my philosophy is you should always take a shot. I actually, wait, were you the one that asked if I would do, or someone else asked me for Street Fighter today? Was that you? Or am I just making things up? But I can look into it. I found that when it comes to the song list, I tend to pick things that like, I feel like this is so selfish to say, but I feel like I need to have like a connection with something typically to add it. But let me take a listen. I played Street Fighter growing up with my brother. And I feel like sometimes the older tracks, I worry about how the violin would blend over like the more MIDI tones. But let me take a listen. So I feel like someone asked me to do this before. Someone asked me to do this before. This one actually seems kind of easy. I can do an improv for it today just because I can look into maybe doing it as a loop. The song is simple enough. It is like a tragic key for the violin. I can do it, but it's not. It's C sharp minor or D flat minor, both of which are like diabolical keys. But I have been asked to do that at least 3 times before, so I could potentially make a loop of it to help everything kind of blend together a bit more. I can look into it. Cube indeed. Let's see. I feel so bad yawning. I apologize, everybody. I kind of want to do 2 more Octopath Traveler songs, and then I can sing and play. I want to do like a simple loop and sing and play to lock in some of my tones a little bit neater. Is E major a difficult key for the violin? No. Honestly, most keys are pretty okay. Like C, G, D, A, E, B major, they're fine. And then for the flat keys, F, B flat is fine. E flat's okay. A flat, we're starting to get a little dicey, and then when it goes beyond that, it's like... Is that what I was doing? Yeah, oh yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. But wait, no. Oh wait, yeah. I think it's just thinking about the, in relative to like where the tonic is and using that as my key guide, I guess is where it gets kind of confusing to me. I can't play the violin, but you picked it up fast. I could hear you would do amazing with a little practice. Thank you for goofing, for the kind words. Also for Amendre, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. It's one of my favorite hobbies, listening to songs I like that I don't have the sheet music for, and then just learning the sheet music based on the audio. I find it to be really fun. Since that one had a bit of energy to it, I kind of want to do one of the Bravely Default battle themes. I like this one, Baby Bird. It's really fun. It's fun. This one's called Baby Bird. Man, I've been like a space cadet with like letting my mind wander while I'm playing. I gotta focus. I think I want to do one more video game tune and then do a singing looping song. I feel kind of guilty saying it, but because like I took off so much time in January to fix my setup. It's just in that time, I really didn't get a lot of rest because I spent all day, every day trying to fix everything. And now that it's all working, I was like sprinting to get the stream back and ready to use. And while it's back and while I haven't been online for a bit, I am feeling just a bit worn out from the month in general. I already opened up about it, so you guys like know most of the details for everyone that's been here, but as well as trying to update all my equipment and everything, I also ended up losing power for an entire week during the ice storm, and in that time I ended up spraining my ankle trying to evacuate the house with my cat, and the whole thing was just like a big mess. I got bit by a black widow. It was just a rough month. So I feel like I'm still trying to play catch up a little bit with just getting a bit of rest in. But I know I'll get that time soon. And I don't want to take any more time off. This is a really beautiful piece called The Coastlands that I learned from Octopath Traveler. It's great when we feel a pleasant moment in the midst of that. Sometimes we go through moments that don't let us see the light. I mean, I'm very appreciative to you guys because when I came back to stream after the week without power and spraining my ankle and all that stuff, I was a big old cry girl. I was so sad. I was having such a hard time, like just... Honestly, what I was having the most trouble with, I can be honest with myself about, it was that I didn't have the energy to do the things I wanted to do after everything that happened, and it was just like really bringing me down because I wanted so badly to like record and work on the new setup and do these things, but I just was feeling really beat down from trying to fix it for a whole month and taking, 2 weeks off of work to try and do this great big thing, and it wasn't working. And then the physical stuff and losing power and everything, and just the fear from all that. I was not in a good place. But I was really grateful to still, have you guys where I could come on camera, even though I wasn't feeling the most strong at that point. And I'm definitely feeling a lot better now. Finally fixing the tech things and, learning so much about the equipment gave me a confidence boost that I really needed. Yes, I had a lot of imposter syndrome surrounding my equipment where I was like, man, I have this amazing stuff and I feel like, and I'm not understanding how to use it to the best of my capabilities. So I think it was a fight that I needed to go through. And I'm really grateful that I had the time and the means in order to do that. But I'm definitely still recovering some of the energy spent from this past month. Let's see here. So I do want to do a loop that's really simple. Thank you, Cube indeed. I keep forgetting Cube exists, and then you guys just remind me of my new square friend that likes to sit in this area primarily. But Will, thank you so much. It's so good to see you. I hope that you're doing okay. Oh no, I love Cube. I didn't know that Cube was birthed on this channel for a good hour. And then he appeared, and I'm really thrilled about it. I'm just still getting to know Cube, Last year was terrible for me. Perhaps now that I'm recovering, I can help, but I assure you I want to. I know it's what it's like to be really sick. I'm definitely very grateful because, the health stuff, I've been okay. It was just spraining my ankle this last month, which has been, frustrating, but ultimately that's gonna heal, and we'll get there. Cube is his nickname. His real name is Hexahedron. Is this confirmed lore? This is news for me. Let's see. Conchi? Would it just be Kimchi's face? Like Cube, but in cone form? No doxing of Cube. Let's see. I see for Naxo. Y'all, I gotta be honest, I think I kind of just want to sing this one on the guitar and maybe wrap things up here for today. I'm still trying to get some of my stamina back. Because each morning I do spend finalizing some of the new setup things, and I'm clearly fading pretty fast. But I know I'm gonna get that energy back and I'm gonna get used to everything. I just, I can tell I'm pushing myself a little bit. And I do want to be live again tomorrow and to give it my all. So why don't I just sing and play this on the guitar? As I mentioned how I haven't been really singing since last month, as I wasn't able to loop. And I want to try and get that muscle going again, I'm trying to remember what key I do this in. like the warmth of the sun. And this will be our year. Took a long time to come. Don't let go of my hand. Don't let go of my hand. Now that darkness has gone, and this will be our year. Took a long time to come. Now I won't forget the way you helped me up when I was down. And I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You give me faith to go on. Now we're there, and we've only just begun. This will be our year. Took a long time to come. The warmth of your smile's like the warmth of the sun. This will be our year. Took a long time to come. You don't have to worry, all your worried days are gone. And this will be our year. Took a long time to come. Now I won't forget the way you helped me up when I was down. And I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You give me faith to go on. Now we're there, and we've only just begun. This will be our year. Took a long time to come. Yeah, I gotta get those singing muscles back. But I think what I'm gonna do is have some dinner, and then I'm gonna sit back up here and just practice singing into this mic again and getting it more comfortable again. And tomorrow I'll do that one as a loop, and bring back loops more consistently on the channel as I continue to lock in my settings here. But y'all, thank you again so very much. While I've just been kind of getting back into the groove of everything, and I am feeling more determined than ever for the plans coming up on this channel. I'm working on a new loop arrangement for Kiki's delivery service, as well as some new singing loops that I'm really excited to give a go for. I have to print those new transcriptions I worked on like 2 weeks ago. I just want to play them once before I actively put it out. Thank you, Cathadora. Like I said, just thank you everybody so much. If you enjoyed the stream, I hope you consider following and coming back sometime. I will be live again tomorrow. I'm going to do my best to go live at noon. And I have my notes that I want to make sure I try and fix before stream tomorrow that I noticed today. And I'm just taking a look to see who we might want to be rating. It's such a pretty song. Why don't we rate, let's raid Kimmery. I haven't gotten to say hi for a bit. And she was so lovely. She came in one stream where I was being really vulnerable, opening up about all the stuff last month, and her support I really appreciated. She's absolutely lovely person and a super powerhouse talent on top of that. So we are going to say hi to Kimmery. Kimmery. Yes. Memory. That's how I remember how to pronounce it. And thank you so much again, everybody. Please be kind to yourself. Take care of yourselves. And I'm gonna be back tomorrow morning once I get a little more rest in this body of mine. Thank you. And I'll see you whenever you want a song. I'll be here. Bye, guys.